18-inch, I get 20 and 22-inch is what I do. Now when I make a sidewalk broom, I will put this in between, just like that broom a little stiffer. When the house doesn't have that in, it's all broom corn. Now what I'm going to do is make a house, just all broom corn. I start with the 18-inch after I put the handle in here and I put the wire through the hole, and I just take it around a couple times, and then we'll wind that up. I usually wind it about 3 or 4 times just to make sure it's on there good. Some people will take these things and they will weigh it so that they make sure they have the same amount in every broom. This guy doesn't do that. This guy takes a handful and he looks at it and says, that's good. So, I'll need about 3 of those. Approximately the same size to start with. Now this has been made wet. If you look at it, you'll see that it's wet. And sometimes when they pick it, you get some of the bottom, the extra stuff on there. You gotta get it off of there. I don't like it when they do that. But, those 3 are all I need. Alright, we take the first handful, start the broom. Now, when you do the broom, put it under that wire, and don't put it on here, you put it on the wire. Stick it under the wire, and let the wire, whoops, I didn't tighten it down, did I? Put it on there for double tighten. On there and just let that wire do the land that's pouring right down on your handle, and then lay it right around it. When you have a shoulder on that broom, so to make that shoulder, you put a whole handful of stuff, one on each side. Pound it down and get it flat. Make sure that it's on there good and tight. That's the 18-inch. Let me go to what we call 20-inch hurl. The hurl has no stem on it. It's all plain stuff. You don't have a stem on it. I'll start first of all with 2 approximate size, same size. This is 20-inch, and I'll put this on the opposite way. One on each side, right on the end of that other shoulder that I just put on there. It continues to make that shoulder that's on your broom.
Oh, okay.
Notice here after that, I'll turn that down. I want to make sure it stays on there good. I'll always take a staple and put in. I put my glasses on, baby, so you can look. Tore one of your old brooms apart, you'd see that it has a staple in there. Most of them put the staple in there and hold it on. And I'll bend those down. the wire on there to hold it out of the way. It's starting to look a little bit like a broom. Cut this excess off. We don't need this back here. Down on the handle again. I'll take 420 in. Here's where I say people will weigh it as well. I don't weigh it, I'll just take it so that I can get my hand around it. It's about, you know, it's close enough to what you need from. I'll just take about a third of that. And again, put it on here with the wire. Then try and put your ends the same, as close as you can. A little less cutting that way. Put this on your wire and let the wire again put it down, right down on that. Right down on your hand. I'll do that for all the rest of it. Maybe some more. Like this in half. Half on and pound that down in there. I want to get it good and tight. And again, we'll cut the excess off. We don't need all this on here. Cut all this off. Down to the handle. Top, the final row we put on. Now again, I'll just grab a handful of it because I won't put it all on. Some of it. Now check this out, because when they cut this stuff, sometimes they get it upside down. And they get this stuff down at the bottom. This is the last one, and I want to cover up those wires. So I make it look decent. So I check it out to make sure that we have all good stuff down here at the bottom. We got, like there's one turned around, that's no good. And when it's turned around, we don't want it. All looks good. And again, then we'll do the same thing, but we'll just do it slow this time, because we want to get just a single layer on there. Try to make it just a single layer. That last pass. These are put together wet. This is wet down here. So after they're made, we have to let them lay. I have one laying over there that I made this morning. We let them lay over there and dry, and after they're dry, then we can put them in the vise and salt. Now to make them look pretty much the same, I'll go around about 3, so I have 3 wires showing there. And then I'll put a nail in to hold it. And around with the nail again, then I'll back it up and put this underneath. Again, I'll run that around so I have 3, so it looks even with the other one. And I'll put the nail on the opposite side. Now I'll do one more. Off, I'll just go the part way in with that one, bring this around, and this is so I can start my next broom really. Then I'll back it off to that nail, and we'll just twist it around that hip one time, and then pound that nail on it. And then break our wire off. Cut all that excess off of there again. And then I'll just taper that in, just to make it look decent, make it look fancy. Some people, we have a broom maker who puts felt around this end and does that last nail. He puts a felt on there. I can't do that. I've tried it. It just did not work for me. So I just trim them out that way. Just as good. And then I'll put a hole in the handle for my laundry. thread silk.
Wow.
And there's the needle I use. And then I have regular nylon thread I have in the box there to get it out. I just wrap around twice and then just go back and forth. Back and forth. That's how we sew. And I'm trimming off. I'll take the scissors underneath.